YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here, back in Total War Shogun 2 Fall of the Samurai, where we are playing as the Saga. And this is a basically gift campaign I'm giving you since I screwed up my campaign with the Josei. So I decided to take this one on. Had a lot of interesting questions from y'all in the comments, and I didn't get a chance to answer them all. Some of you asked why the Saga, why an Imperial clan, why not a Shogunate clan. It didn't really have anything to do with Imperial or Shogunate. I just wanted to play as the Saga, I guess, and just wanted to go for it here. Seems like an interesting start, too. So, we're about to finish our town, which will allow us to build another building. We've got a market. Part of me is thinking about next maybe building a police station. We already have a maximum number of fort dangers. Yeah, so we got to build more of that. We're going to need a bigger army, too. We're going to need to be able to reach out and go kill some of the nearby clans, even though it's not exactly what I want to do. We just need to get some territory, really. And if we look at the diplomacy real quick, so these guys are pro-Shogun, so we shouldn't have any issue with reaching out and destroying them. And then these guys here, let's see, so this is another pro-Shogun clan up there that we need to take out. So taking control of these two islands is going to be for the better of our clan. And then we probably need to make our presence felt within Kyushu as well. Let's just see if there's any other pro-Shogun clans anywhere near us. No, the Josei are not, of course. Those guys are on the island with the Tosa. These guys are on Kyushu, so we're going to want to get rid of them. Okay, so I have a pretty good understanding then of where our friends and enemies are at. Wonder if these guys would trade with me.
I am here to listen.
Instead, they want a military alliance.
You may find it interesting.
Trade partners. Let's go ahead and make the military alliance. And then let's request a trade agreement again.
Indeed, my honorable.
Okay. It kind of sucks because I can't take that territory, but hey, what the heck, we'll take what we can get. It'd be great to get the Satsuma into this alliance as well. Let's.
Welcome. I'm here.
Let's request an alliance again.
Sometimes travelers meet.
Maybe
and
offer them
profit by it.
military access
Shall
or
we
something.
see what our journeys have in
Nah.
store for us?
They're not buying that. I'm just trying to see what we could do here, other than give them money. Yeah, I'm not giving them 1,000. So let's see if we can give them some small payment. Nah, whatever. We'll try and get the Satsuma. It'd be good to get everybody on board in an alliance. That way we can go kind of like strengthen numbers, I think. So we do have a little bit of money left. We got us another trade agreement, which is nice. I'm going to need some more money to build more buildings, so I'm going to hold off on the army for just a second. Right now I'm researching the ability to be able to build barracks and get line infantry, which would be very helpful. But I'm not sure if I want to build that barracks right here in this province, per se. So we got a market on the way. We've increased to the large town. I really need Ishin Shishi, which is going to be the equivalent of the Shinsengumi that I was using in the other one. And we'll also need Shinobi. We need all of them. So I hate that the police station really doesn't do anything else but this, but we don't really have a choice. We need the Ishin Shishi in my mind. And then we can go ahead and use the rest of our money to... Let's go ahead and recruit a geisha so she can entertain nobles and help us earn a little money back. And I know they're not the best, but let's go ahead and just get some more levy infantry for now. They're relatively cheap upkeep. And we can maybe spam out a lot of them and see if we can overwhelm a few nearby clans. Okay, so I have a brother that has come of age. So let's go into our clan management. family and council. Clan must be more famous before we can do any of that. Okay, that's fine. That makes sense. So there's our daimyo. We've got 3 levies, Yarikachi. We've got a foreign agent to start off with too, which is great. Okay, so this geisha, entertain nobles, says keeping provincial nobles entertained will inspire them in their daily duties. The province will flourish as a result. So we will put her in there and let her help out. Let's get a couple more levy infantry. So what I'm going to do is get a couple more levy infantry put together, get them on that navy, sail out, and we'll just start taking some of these outlying islands. And since they're just an island, we can kind of use those to help grow economy. So we just increased our development level, which is good. And let's go ahead and seek military wisdom here, which is not what I usually do, but let's just try it. We'll go through to here and try and get ready to unlock explosive shell early. That'll give us more replenishment anyway, which would be nice. And we can get a hold of Armstrong guns pretty quick with these guys too, because that'll give us a very powerful tool. And let's go ahead and get just a little bit bigger army, and we can go ahead and maybe take our navy and start scouting out potential danger. So not too bad. Let's go ahead and move back. Looks like we got a pretty easy task ahead of us, I think. Let's go ahead and end the turn. Oh wow, got some enemies up there in Hizen, so it's that's actually kind of good for me. We'll use as an opportunity to capture Hizen. So the trade was disrupted with the Hirado. I'm guessing that their army is probably crap also. Let's take this army out. We're not going to be able to move real far or real fast because of the cannon, but the cannon is going to be a huge benefit. Let's get this agent, send him with our army.
Attention, you slovenly samurai.
And actually we should have left some of these generals here. Don't know what I was thinking. We'll be alright. It should calm down on the next turn. Yeah, I don't know what all troops those guys are going to have, but we're going to have to just trust that we can take them out with what we've got. We should be alright. And if we move over, we can get naval bombardment during the battle as well. Go ahead and give them a little bit of a beating with the naval bombardment. Let's end this turn. The city's going to be unhappy, but I think once we re-garrison it, it should be fine. And we should be close to having a police station as well. They ran away from me back into the city, which is fine. We could always siege them out onto open ground so my cannon can work them over. Okay, so Nagasaki is perfectly fine again. Chanting enemies. Just go ahead and use that in case I need it later. When performing, inspiring troops. Entertaining nobles. So I'm going to go there first. And we'll let her work her magic on the nobles at Nagasaki. So it looks like got our police station in place. So we can now train Ishin Shishi as well, which we're going to want to go ahead and do.
Yes, my lord.
Let's go ahead and march forward.
Marching now.
See if we can take Hizen. And then I'm just going to bring my fleet back here to protect my shores just in case we start to get bombarded. And we'll move our Ishin Shishi forward to help make sure that we keep pro-imperial sentiment. Yeah, they're going to bombard me. We'll see whether or not it was successful. They don't have much of a defense at their castle. We'll just see. It doesn't say I took any damage. They've got this big army here, just full of levy spam. Which, to be honest, we can possibly take out because of our cannon. It is a big fight. Quite a big fight. Let's continue the siege. And let's see if we can pull our ship I don't know if we can get within bombardment range. Not from where we're at least. If we get around here, we might be able to. So let's go ahead and start moving around that way. And see if we can get up here in bombardment range. Probably not, because they're probably going to attack me straight away. Let's see, so we could upgrade the market to a financial district, which is a considerable amount of extra money. So I'm going to spend that money. Got to try and do a better job driving the economy this time. Okay, here comes the expected attack. They are going to get their cannons, but I do feel like our parrot gun should be able to cause, hopefully, substantial damage. And then hopefully we can do well because we'll get first shots, have a wider spread army, hopefully be able to react better, all those things, we can put it together. The terrain is not exactly what I hoped for, to be honest. We'll have to take a look at that terrain and see if we can use it to our advantage. I'll have to kind of see what it looks like once we get on the map. If it's a lot of uphill that could work in our favor, that would be good. This is going to be a fight of a lot of levy spam. Let's take a look at what's offered to us here. I kind of think that I'm just going to camp this ridge right here. That should give my guys a nice line of sight. Yeah, that would give us an excellent line of sight, actually. So we'd be able to shoot the enemy just as soon as they get over the ridge. We could keep these troops here, and then we can help keep this high flank with the matchlock Kachi. I'm gonna put my parrot gun right here on the peak of this hill. Let's get our general. We can actually kind of keep him behind the ridge to a point of safety.
Prepare to defend, sir.
We actually get a little bit of a tree bonus here as well. Let's take these guys off fire at will, actually, and target carefully. So we gotta wait for the... Oh, we got enemies behind us. We need to keep an eye on what they're gonna choose to do. Okay, my parrot guns. Why are my parrot guns turning? We should be able to go ahead and open fire. Let's open fire on that general's bodyguard. Our shortfalls should hurt their infantry as well. There we go. Shots incoming. Oh, lots of good direct hits. Already up to 57 kills. Make that.
Good news, sir. The enemy general is dead.
That is good news, my hillbilly advisor, and I'm glad to have you back, son. Getting some nice shots there. Ooh, this cannon bonus that the Saga get might be totally worth it. Okay, I hope we don't lose line of sight. I'm gonna target the next group. We've already got 107 kills. I'm gonna take these guys. We might actually end up having to fight these guys over here. Let's get our general ready to help us out, maybe. Let's pull back a little with our matchlock Kachi. That's our parrot gun doing up to 126. Not bad. Let's target their actual general, because they're just levy troops. Oh, direct hit on their bodyguard. Okay, my troops are opening fire. Matchlock Kachi getting great shots here. I'm going to see if I can get another volley off before these guys charge me. Probably not, so I'm just going to go ahead and come forward. I'm going to wing my general around. Pull the Matchlock Kachi back. Okay, their spear levy just broke.
Incoming naval bombardment, sir!
Oh, I didn't know they could target me with a naval bombardment. Ah, that's true, they had ships nearby, but their positioning for the naval bombardment's pretty bad. Okay, I'm just gonna bring a melee rush in. I'm gonna chase these routing spears so that we can get them off the field. Their bodyguard is...
Sir, your general is under attack!
Oh, my general's fine. Did they turn around to shoot at my general? No. Okay, good. Okay, their naval bombardment appears to have missed me. Their general's bodyguard is still frustratingly alive. I'm going to go ahead and target more of their line infantry. Okay, I'm going to get these guys to quit firing and come line back up front. I'm going to chase these routing troops just real quick. Got to be careful about the range on those infantry, so I don't want to be too careless with my general. That's getting pretty risky. Let's just pull back. Chase these guys instead. I'm gonna keep falling back just a little bit here with my Matchlock Kachi. Let's go ahead and get these guys. Get them off the field entirely. Those line infantry did come back from routing, unfortunately. So let's see what our Parrot gun. It's only 229 kills. Not as good as I'd like, but not bad. How did they get shots on me here? That's a freaking load of horse crap. I'm actually probably going to have to use my general fairly aggressively here if I want to have any degree of success. I'm going to open fire here with my Matchlock Kachi, see if we can get rid of these line infantry. There we go. They're gone. I'm going to fall back here. Really want the enemy general off the field. I'm going to switch to shrapnel shot and target him. Why are my men not... I don't have good line of sights. That's frustrating. I didn't check the line of sight probably as good as I should have. Come on, Parrot guns, take out that general. Yeah, my line of... Oh, they just dropped a naval bombardment all the heck over the top of me. I'm going to have to push forward. And they may get my Parrot gun with that naval bombardment. That was actually a pretty good drop by the AI, unfortunately. Yeah, that may be bad news for me. I'm going to bring my general around. They're rushing me with spear levy. I think we managed to avoid the naval bombardment. My spear levy, though, are pretty rattled. I'm going to have to hope that we can get around a decent damage with my general. I don't know how the enemy morale is holding any better than mine here, to be honest. I don't know how their general's still alive either. There we go. Now we can just target that big blob with my... We got it. Crap. Stupid AI got shots at my general. Alright, their general is down. It's very good. Their whole army is in a waver now. And the artillery fire here is going to start taking its toll. But, I mean, I am under heavy fire with mostly just spear levy.
You have triumphed over the enemy.
Wow. We got lucky. Alright. Yeah, that was a pretty fortunate circumstance for us. I need to probably continue this and kill as many of the enemy routing troops as possible. I am going to probably stop shooting with these guys because I'm probably just going to be hitting my own men. And let's not go into fire at will. We need to start chasing these big blobs of men. We can stop firing with the Paraguns. Paraguns racked up a considerable number of kills, so help me clutch it out by killing the enemy general. I hate how the routing infantry is always just like a little bit faster than your guys. It's pretty frustrating. I have a hard time believing they're really any faster than my HeirofCarthage. Use my rapid advance and see if we can get them. There we go. We're getting a few kills here. My matchlock Kachi is catching some of those levy infantry. We just need to kill as many of these guys as possible, obviously. So we'll take anything we can get, because that's just less troops that the AI has to use against me later on. Even with the rapid advance here, I'm struggling to catch this levy infantry, which to me is kind of horse crap, because these modern infantry tend to be slower than the older ones, like speed-wise, but whatever, I'm finally catching them. Just use our general to go get a hold of some of these guys. And like over here, these levy infantry are outrunning my matchlock Kachi just straight up. They're tired. My guys are very tired though, unfortunately. I wish I had more cav to get this job done. Let's see, my general has racked up 278 kills, not bad. I don't know how many, if any, of these other infantry we're going to catch here. My HeirofCarthage are hot on the heels of those levy infantry. Let's go after some more of them. These guys look like they're going to get to the edge of the map, so I'm actually going to... I'm just going to shoot them real quick. Kill as many of them as I can that way. We actually caught a bunch of those guys.
The men are exhausted.
Okay, well, I think that's about as good as we're going to get. Let's go ahead and quit the battle. We killed at least several hundred more enemies on the way off the battlefield, so I'd definitely say that was worth it. Big victory over our enemies there. Very important victory. Now, the one thing we have to keep in mind with the Saga, at least I need to keep in mind, is they are not the Josei in the sense that I can't retrain in enemy territory, which is a very handy faction trait. Very handy. But we maintained almost all of our army here, and the enemy will have taken heavy losses, plus we captured those cannons. I don't really need them, but the auto-resolve might favor me a little more with them, and then I could just get rid of them. So, heroic victory for us. We should be able to capture Hizen on the next turn. So, Gaijin trouble. It says, foreign trade necessitates foreign contact. Westerners' ways have caused numerous incidents. I can't afford to not take action here, I don't think, because we need to make the people happy. I don't have a lot of extra public order on my hands right now. They're still giving the AI pretty good chances here, which again I think is dog crap. But the auto-resolve did favor me quite heavily, as it should have. And we will peacefully occupy Hizen, so this is very good news for us. All we really need to do is go ahead and repair. And let's get rid of these wooden cannons. Their upkeep cost is something I don't need. So not a ton of upkeep, but hey, we'll take every little bit of extra money that we can get. I'm going to rally the populace here with the Ishin Shishi. And then I think we should move in and finish off this small enemy fleet here. It's just a Kanren Maru. Let's just auto-resolve so that maybe I get lucky and they capture the Kanren Maru. Nope. But whatever, we've gotten rid of their little fleet. I do need to come back around and make repairs. Unfortunately, I don't have a port on this side of the bay, so we'll have to bring her around. So at least we've put some hurt on our enemies here, but we're going to need to stay hot on their heels in order to make sure that they don't rebuild and grow. We've increased our development level, which means I can start racing for explosive shell, and then I'll probably go ahead and hit imported guns, because you saw how much damage that parrot gun did. Imagine if that was an Armstrong gun. And then we'll hit the foreign trade and try and get into a ironclad. Let's go ahead and end another turn here real quick, just because we need to build up a little money to spend at Hizen. Alright, so it is autumn. So pretty. The campaign map is actually pretty darn good looking on this game. I might go ahead and just build another market here, even though it's a little bit of overkill. We could use the extra money. I say it's a little bit of overkill. Not really. I mean, it's not going to hurt me to have more money, is it? So Hizen will have another market, and we can build another building there as well. And in fact, part of me is considering maybe we should build like a traditional dojo there or something. And then if we push forward and just take more territories, and the forward territories that we capture, we can maybe build the more modern buildings, if that works. So, let's see, 2 more turns. Let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to bring my navy back around to help protect me here. And we probably ought to push the issue as much as possible here, I think, on our enemies. Let's see how quickly we're retraining. I'd like to get over there and take Tsukushi before wintertime, but I believe Hizen will probably be quite angry if I leave the province already. +1 to the morale of the units under this command, +2 to the crew morale. Well, he's not commanding ships, so I guess we're going with the Bible there. +3 melee attack, the man's bodyguard. Let's see, so down here is inspiring leader, which is kind of cool. Guardian, +1, so this is the one that gives us honor. Enables fleets, all fleets to engage in night battles. Where's the one that gives, so enables night battles? I might do that because that could help us later on too, to keep reinforcements from being able to come in. We are almost retrained in this army. I'm curious to see how mad the Hizen gets if I remove my troops, and it looks like they actually won't. Yeah, good. So we can actually hold Hizen here, which is quite nice. I'm trying to think what we should build here. What's this building? An open pit. Open coal pit. Yeah, not sure. Not sure what we should pair along with it. Maybe I'll just save a little money for a turn here, and yeah, let's go ahead and push up to the border here and see if we can hit Tsukushi. So let's go ahead and end this turn. Snagging up a couple of provinces real quick like this would certainly be handy, because if we can snag that, let's see. So we have explosive shell now. Let's just take a look at the diplomacy just real quick. So for the Saga, we've actually got a kind of an enemy clan here, but a lot of friendly clans. Yeah, so we got a lot of enemies here. We're going to need to push into these guys and get rid of them, or else they're going to grow powerful and annoying. So personally, I kind of feel like we need to hit these guys and hit them sooner rather than later. Yeah, so we can capture Tsukushi on the next turn. And let's go ahead and start pouring some money into these buildings here. I'm trying to think what else we should build here. Honestly thinking about just dropping some of this cottage industry and just go like all income back here in these provinces. We've got the tenant fields as well, which would increase. Let's go ahead and build the cottage industry real quick. Well, it actually does -1 for modernization, but you know what? We'll be all right. We can eventually upgrade the castle, and that'll help with repression. Okay, so we should be able to easily take Tsukushi and then move along. We got pro-imperial sentiment here, which is good. Yeah, easy auto-resolver right here. With basically no losses, we can peacefully occupy it. Shogun, however that is. We need to repair the keep, and we can drop some money in here. What is this? So this is Field Artillery School. We might leave that there. That could come in handy. That's one of the developments. So I think I'm going to leave those buildings alone for a turn. It's going to be interesting to see if this army turns to come this way or not. We've got some extra money. We might as well spend it on some useful buildings. So we've already got tenant fields here. Maybe we should upgrade these to tenant fields. That's all the money we can use for there. Can we train a few more troops? No, because our castle's damaged. So let's see. We're working on explosive shells now. So 5 turns to explosive shells, and then I'll research Armstrong guns. And once we're in possession of Armstrong guns, we ought to be a pretty formidable force here. Because like I said, you saw what that Parrot gun did. You can imagine what the Armstrong gun's going to do. Gregory last, like last place Greg here? Come on, Greg. Get with it. Supervising recruitment, which is not a bad thing. And military administration, more down there, so let's do that. Okay, so Kushi is... We've repaired the damage to the castle. Let's see. They are going to be upset if we leave. We might be able to just train some levy and see if they can hold the castle long enough to spare us here. Let's move up and block this bridge. That should keep reinforcements from coming in. So we got training going on there. Can I recruit another geisha? Yeah, we can. And we might as well, too, because then we can have her entertain the nobles. Looks like Hism would be the better target, because there's more money to be made there. We got an enemy fleet over here. Let's come take it out before it starts doing bombardments. And then we can actually probably start bombarding Higo and messing with them a little. Plus, we might be able to use the line of sight from our ships to kind of do some scouting in Higo. Holy crap, it's a good thing we took the bridge. Yes, indeedy. So, this is actually going to be a great place to start on the next episode. Sorry I'm out of time, but yes, I will start here on the next episode. As you can see, I'll go ahead and save it here. So, and I'm going to save on a different one each time, just in case I screw it up, that we can actually go back to a different save point, if we think that we can pinpoint the spot where I went wrong. So, I'm going to be saving this one on a different one every time. Hope you all enjoyed this episode. I will see you back on some Total War Shogun 2 soon. HeirofCarthage signing out.